everybody. Welcome to MAT220 Statistics for the fall of 2022. My name is Jillian Stugard, and I will be your instructor for this course. I am so excited and delighted to be with you this semester. I have been teaching college math since the fall of 2019, and I've taught all kinds of classes, but this will be my first semester teaching statistics, and I am so excited about it. Statistics is such a great course, you guys. It's going to teach you how to be informed consumers when you're reading, different articles and there's statistics and statistical analysis involved, how you can basically figure out if it's legit or not. So it's a really useful course. I know people are always like, when am I going to use this in everyday life? You will use this in every day of your life. So I really hope you're excited about it and enjoy it. I wanted to go through and give you guys just a little overview of our Blackboard shell so you feel really comfortable going into, our first day of classes and navigating and everything. So you have a little video here from Miss Vivian. She is the program coordinator for mathematics and economics, the program chair. She's awesome and amazing, and I'm sure some of you guys know her. She just couldn't be nicer and more organized and more wonderful and more passionate. So we're really lucky to have her. But you can give this a watch. It's a quick one. And she just sort of goes through some highlights for you about the course and what it's about and where to find things. Whenever you log into Blackboard, you will see this announcements as the main part of your page. It's where you'll be brought. The announcements will also be emailed to you. You'll be receiving weekly announcements from me. Over here is the left-hand menu. This is really important. This is how you find everything. So the first tab, let's say you navigate away from announcements page, it just brings you right back to it. Underneath, you'll find all of the course information, including the syllabus, which is right here. We'll be using Statistics, Informed Decisions Using Data by Sullivan. It's a great text. It's used all over. It's really a great introduction to statistics text. But you have access to it right through Pearson. So what's really important is basically just the Pearson website, because we're going to be using that for a lot here. But you can read about the description, the course outcomes, how you'll be evaluated. Here's the breakdown of grading. And then, of course, Pearson My Stat Lab, we're going to be using it constantly for basically everything. So that's really important. We'll talk more about that on the first day of class. We'll go through it and things like that. And then just post library resources and some criteria for discussions. We're going to be doing just a few discussions throughout the course of the class, and a lot of times we'll talk about them in class as well. Underneath that is Meet Your Instructor. You can click here to learn a little bit about me, read a little bit about me. I look forward to reading your introductions. And then here's all the units. So throughout, there's 8 units in this course. So basically we'll be doing about 2 weeks per unit because it's a 16-week course. If you click inside the different units, there's a little introduction, the objectives, and then the different activities you'll be required to do as we go through the unit. So you'll always see a little link to the Pearson eText. You just click into it. All right, you'll be asked to accept an agreement the first time you do this. All right, and then you'll click I accept, and you'll be brought right to the link that you had originally clicked on in Blackboard. Sorry, my computer's going a little slow. I'm actually away from home right now. There we go. So now we're right into the eText. You use these arrows to navigate through. You're of course welcome to buy a hard copy of the text, but you certainly don't have to because you have access to everything right here. So you can also click here to get to the different contents. If you want to click around, maybe you want to go right to section 1.3, you can do that. Okay. So this is a great resource. So your readings will be there, then additional readings and resources. So there's a little handout for Unit 1 Part A, which we'll be doing the first week of classes, and then Unit 1 Part B will be doing the second week, Chapter 1 and then Chapter 2. Here's some glossary terms. So if you click these are just PDFs. They open right up. They're not long, guys. They're short and sweet. They give you the big points. They're really helpful, so definitely take a look through. And then there's supplemental materials. So, maybe after class, and I'm going to be honest with you, this class is hit the ground running. Unit 1 is are hardest simply because there's just a lot of vocab that you need to learn. So we will not get to every single thing in class, in our class time. We'll get to a lot of it, don't get me wrong, but you might need more. So, the readings are going to be really important. These handouts are going to be really important, but there's also these really cool supplemental video links. And I'm going to be providing you a few more actually that I put together myself. But let's say you're like, I didn't understand sampling methods when I was in class. I just need more about it. You can click and watch this video. So they're super helpful. There's a ton here for you because we really want you to succeed and we want to make sure we set you up for success. And then here's the PowerPoint. We'll be using these in class, but you also have them right here in Blackboard if you need them. And then finally, here's your Unit 1 assignments. Okay, this is what you need to do. So the assignments that you need to do before the end of Unit 1. So you have the first 2 weeks to work on them, right? You have these Chapter 1 assignments, these Chapter 2 assignments, and then 2 tests. Everything you do will be in my stat lab. So you'll click the links and then you'll go through and you'll complete the homeworks, right? The tests. And then there's some optional stuff. Again, just if you need it, there's some extra stuff in here, but if anything is not required, you'll see this little optional right next to it. So you know, okay, I don't have to do that, but it's there if I need it, which is always really nice, right? So, it will tell you when things are due. So due by the end of the day Sunday at the end of Unit 1. And you get 1 attempt for your tests, okay? Your homework stays open all semester long as you start it by the beginning of the following class and you have an attempt in, you can actually go back and try and improve your score as many times as you want. But you have to at least have attempted it once before the due date. Otherwise, it gets zeroed out. Your tests, however, you get 1 attempt for. They have to be just completely done by the end of Unit 1 or by the end of whatever unit. So all the units are going to look like this when you click into them, okay? There's going to be the intro, the objectives, the activities, your readings and resources, and then, of course, your assignments. Here's where you find your discussions. The first discussion hasn't released yet just because I'm in student mode and that doesn't release until, as you can see, Sunday the 28th. But the first discussion will be an introduction assignment so we can get to know a little bit about each other. That has to be done by the first week of class. And then here's just if you want to just go to my stat lab. Maybe you just want to see what the assignments are. Maybe you just want to see the homework. Maybe you want to just see a quiz or a test, things like that. It sort of breaks it down by categories. So if you come into this, it's like a more organized list. Oh, where did it go? Sorry, guys. It's basically just a more organized list of your assignments. So when you come to this My Stat Lab, it breaks it down into, you can either look at all your assignments or maybe you just want to see the homework. Maybe you just want quizzes and tests. Maybe you just want to go to StatCrunch, which is sort of like Excel. It's a program we'll be using to do statistical analysis throughout the semester. So it takes a few clicks to get there, as you can see, but this is what it looks like. All right. And we're going to be using this throughout the semester to do a lot of really cool stuff. And of course, I keep losing my place. Sorry. Thanks for being so patient. Okay. Maybe you just want to go to the e-text. Maybe you want to visit the multimedia library. This is my favorite. So the multimedia library basically it lets you go through by chapter. So let's go to chapter 1. And typically what I do is whatever section I'm working through, I pick that section and then I click select all and I click find now. And what this does is it gives you all kinds of, again, supplemental things to help you. So it gives you some test prep videos, gives you the PowerPoint, it gives you some video examples, and then a link right to the text for that particular section. And depending on the section, there'll be different things. There might be an applet, there might be some StatCrunch stuff, there might be some videos, each section has different stuff, but lots to do there. And then I don't use my Stat Lab announcements, so you don't need to worry about that. This calendar will just keep track of your assignments for you if you want to make a study plan, things like that. A lot of this stuff down here you don't really need to worry about unless you need like video transcripts, things like that. But most of the stuff that we'll be using is really up here in this first part. So that's my Stat Lab. Here's where you'll check your grades. Okay, it says what's upcoming, what's been graded, what's past due, things like that. Policies for post, okay, just so you have them. copyright statement for post. Here's a link that takes you to Tutor Me. So if you need a little bit of help or support, all right, you can come here for the different subjects, or maybe you need some help writing or things like that, not just for our class. You can use that link right there, the Tutor Me. And then Grammarly and Academic Writer. This is really, really helpful if you need help. Maybe not a little bit for our class, right, for the discussions, but definitely if you're in like a writing lab or things like that, and you want to know how to make a paper or some writing that you're submitting for a class up to par using proper APA guidelines, that's right there. And then here we've just got some basically help links, okay, and tech info, a little blurb about how to use my stat lab, and then some help if you get stuck in Blackboard. So this very last one is if you specifically need help navigating something in Blackboard. All right, so that's just a little quick look, a little preview of our Blackboard shell, just so you feel really comfortable using it. But my best advice to you is when this becomes available, just click around, get to know where things are, take a look through Unit 1, look at the first discussion, make sure you're set in my stat lab, and then that first day in class, it'll feel really easy and natural. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please don't ever hesitate to reach out. My email address is right here in the Meet Your Instructor. Here's my office hours. We'll be doing an hour virtually and an hour on campus every week if you need help. But please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me if you need anything. I love teaching. I love talking about math, and I am here to support you every step of the way. So don't ever hesitate if you need me. All right? I look forward to meeting you guys at our first class on Tuesday, the week of August 29th. So let me get you the date on that. I think it would be the 30th, right? So yes, Tuesday, August 30th will be our first class from 4 to 5:20. So I look forward to seeing you there. All right. If you guys need anything before then, reach out. Give me a shout. All right. Take care, everyone. And I will see you so soon. Crazy. Bye.